Fontana. That's it, they're ready and racing in the Haydock Park Sprint Cup, and Mind Games was just a beat slow there, and Lake Coniston on the left of picture away very smartly with Lavinia Fontana. Then on the right going up to pressure them early as Mind Games, dropping in behind Cherokee Rose from Branston, Abbey and Owington settling at the rear of the field. A furlong and a half they've covered now, and Mind Games just working over, gets a half length in front of Lake Coniston, who's going with him. A length and a half clear then of Cherokee Rose, who's sitting in their slipstream on the inside of Lavinia Fontana in the brown jacket. Then 1 length away in the light jacket of Branston Abbey, and still trailing the field there at the halfway marker now is Owington. It's Lake Coniston who cruises up sides now. Mind Games now as they come inside the 3. They're a length in front of Lavinia Fontana, pushed along. Cherokee Rose badly needs a run now from Owington, who gets a move on from Branston Abbey. Coming up inside the 2 though, Lake Coniston on the left, he's reaching for the whip now. And on the outside, Mind Games with him, followed then by Owington, getting into the clear from Lavinia Fontana, Branston Abbey. Cherokee Rose still can't get a run inside the final furlong. It's Lake Coniston on the near side. Now Cherokee Rose getting a run from Owington and Branston Abbey the far side. 4 in line here. Cherokee Rose gets the run now. Pounces on the leaders, grabs it now, and Cherokee Rose gets up to win the Haydock Park Sprint Cup. 2nd Branston Abbey, 3rd Owington. Further back then was Lake Coniston in 4th, followed by Mind Games and Lavinia Fontana. Well, the winner, number 5, Cherokee Rose, an upset win in the Haydock Park Sprint Cup, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained by John Hammond, and ridden by Cash Asmussen. In the end, he was really at the breaking point there, Cash Asmussen, looking for the way through, eventually got it. 2nd was number 4, Branston Abbey, owned by David Abel, trained by Mark Johnson, ridden by Darrell Holland. 3rd, number 2, Owington, owned by Baron von Ullman, trained by Jeff Ragged, ridden by Paul Edery. And 4th was the long odds-on favourite, Lake Coniston, trained by Jeff Lewis and ridden by Pat Edery. Well, there could be an inquiry here, but let's look at them as they go past the post. Cherokee Rose, who got that run and very quickly swallowed up the leaders, races away to win by about 1 3/4 lengths from Branston Abbey. In 3rd placing is Owington, and some way behind them, a couple of lengths away, is Lake Coniston.
Whatever went wrong, he was struggling from well over 2 furlongs out. He was headed by Mind Games, and from then on he was fighting a losing battle. But look at Cherokee Rose, Cash Asmussen with all sorts of problems. Pat Edery pulls his whip through to his left hand here and actually hits the front again from Mind Games, but he's vulnerable to challenge. But where is Cash going to challenge? He's looking for a gap between Mind Games and Lake Coniston, but the gap isn't there, and Cash pushes through. But now what happens?
This is a good filly, this, to overcome. She's been off balance trying to get between the gap. Cash Asmussen has let the 2 speedballs have it all their own way, Mind Games and Lake Coniston, but just when it really mattered, he got the run. And this filly, who's won over 7 furlongs, good races and 6, shows a class here and really runs to the line. But Julian, it's a little bit of a graveyard for sprinters, this race.
Well, here you see how Lake Coniston battled his way back into the lead on the far side, but even here he was fighting to beat Mind Games, who was struggling from 2 out. Owington flattered for a moment there in the yellow cap. Branston Abbey on this side's run a marvellous race in her first Group 1, and Cash all